How many ways can you think of making a necktie? I used to think that there are only 3 ways. The way my older brother ties, the way my father ties, and the way that I tie. It turns out that people used to think that there are only 6 ways to make a tie. They then realized that there are 18 ways, then 85. The latest discovery by mathematicians is 177,147 ways to make a tie. Most people do not focus on how they are reading, because they are focusing on what they are reading, but not on the how. I never thought to ask myself how I read, as if there are different ways to read. I never knew I had more options on how to read until I had this story happen to me. Allow me to tell a story. Listen closely to the detail, because we will model these minute details. I was learning in the Mir Yeshiva with a younger student who somehow figured out a Rashi much faster than me. I wondered how he did it. It bothered me that he read it and understood it faster than me. I know that I am not less smart than him. So how did he do it? I had the guts to ask him. He revealed to me that he doesn't know. He just knows that since he was a kid, he read faster than everyone else he knew. Since 10 years old, he read at a higher speed. 500-page book in 2 hours. Comes out to 2,000 words a minute. I asked him, you understood everything? Yeah. You got the whole book? Yeah. He then told me that he was the first person in the world to finish Harry Potter. The librarian gave him the book to read it before it was allowed to the public. This way she can tell the parents and kids what a 10-year-old thought of the book. I asked if his eyes see every word. He confirmed. And then he started telling me some strange stuff he does when reading. He doesn't read with his finger running across the line, but by his fingers sliding downward on the page. We can infer that one reads faster when he uses his finger, and that high-speed readers read vertically. He added that while reading, he is so engrossed that if you tap his shoulder, he will jump. Speed reading is meditating, immersed in the concept behind the text. He added that in order for him to read that fast, it had to be a topic that interests him, like a novel or a book of Guinness World Records. Textbooks were too boring for him, so he did not read that fast in textbooks. Gemara also he could not speed read. He was more interested in books on world records and strange facts. But Gemara and textbooks he could not speed read. Those did not interest him as much. Also, he added, he used his intuition when reading those novels. He would guess, and he was usually right, what the ending would be. He would get familiar with the style of the author, and this aided his intuition to figure out what the ending would be in those novels. He was proud of his high vocabulary, and his favorite habit was reading. He said he was a bookworm as a kid. He was always reading. I asked him questions until he did not want to be asked anymore, until the questions annoyed him, as if someone was asking him detailed questions on how to cross the street or how to ride a bike. But I took this very seriously. I had a belief, and I did not want this to disprove my belief. My belief in the power of human beings, that almost all successes can be duplicated by others, as long as God lets. The world-class baker makes world-class cakes. If you copy the baker to the T, you will result with the same cake. In my courses, I prove this lesson with a math trick, that when a person has a certain method, a certain technique, he will get out the same results every time. You might ask, that math is a proven science. It cannot be broken, and brains differ one from another. The only way we can disprove this is if we take the techniques and try it on people and see that they did not work. So far, everything worked on almost all people. Everything was proven. You might not get the same exact results, but you will definitely see improvement. With practice and persistence, there will be perfection. If you apply these techniques and you are persistent about them, and you see no improvement, I give back your money. If you take the ingredients of a cook and you copy those ingredients, you will come out with the same results, only if you copy the same order, same temperatures, the same equipment. The same thing will be with almost any success of life. Follow the person who is successful, and you will get that same result. This is the law of nature unless God stops you. But you have to mirror everything you can to be certain that God is not allowing you. Mirror His actions, His behaviors, His beliefs, and His thinking, and only then you can know for sure. I invested endless time, effort, and money to study and research this, since I am also a coach. I went to a course on speed reading to learn what the secrets are. I figured that what greater value can I give to people than to be a learning coach? A course in Israel was taking place to show you how to become a genius in Gemara skills, memory skills, and other skills. The secrets of the geniuses. That course was not enough for me. I researched this on the internet. I got books and read a lot about accelerated reading. And then I took out 5 years of my life applying this and coaching others on this. Combining techniques that helps in every area of life, in all successes, I developed a unique approach to speed reading. You're going to get the finished product. You may not see outstanding results yet. You may never even notice your learning capabilities improving unless you are persistent about improving and checking the difference. But you now have the knowledge. All you have to do is apply it.